Good morning, YouTube. How are you guys doing today? Hey, Tracy, how you doing? Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Love Chicken. Thank you guys for joining me. Would y'all mind please hitting the like button and sharing the video if you would? I appreciate it. So, y'all, I think somebody's upset with me. I don't know why. I don't know why. Well, I really do know why. So, let me tell you what's going on. First of all, thank you for joining me this morning. I know I'll be in and out. Sometime I'll be over here. Sometime I'll be don't. I don't. But I had to make it my business to come over here this morning, early this morning. I'm glad you're doing well, Tracy. I'm glad to hear that, baby. Um, I had to come over here this morning early because last night I did a video. I don't know if y'all saw it or not, but it's on my community wall. Last night I did a video. Let me preface this right here in case y'all didn't hear it, right? So I did a video and I was doing my commentary, giving my opinion. Y'all know how I do it. Is to something that happened a couple of days ago between Sean Bradley, Yaya, and WT Helly. How you doing? Sean Bradley and Yaya and Nika, right? And so I went and caught up on it, right? And so I just gave my opinion on it. I didn't understand why Yaya was so upset about something that she said. Oh, thank you, Love Chicken. About something that she said. I do feel like she was playing with semantics when it came to her, saying out of her mouth that she not only used to do drugs, but she used to sell them as well in the 80s, right? And so I was like, wow, she did say that, like I heard her say it, right? And then she even tried to spin a freaking narrative back then because she came at me for nothing because y'all know she used to be over there with Nick and them, I mean, I don't even know what you call, she was a hard worker over there. Let me put it that way, right? And so she came at me because I was coming at them, but I hadn't even said anything, to her until she said something to me, right? And I was like, wow, this is so goofy. Like, why would you do that? Anyway, why would you insert yourself? So anyway, and fast forward to her falling out, them pretty much kicking her out of the group because she was in the group chat around there with the crew, King Roman News and all of them, right? And so I guess that ever since she's been over there, she's now into it with Nika and I guess all of them, right? So people's alliances, they change alliances, probably quicker than they change clothes around here. Okay. I'm like, child, before you know it, your hair's been so evidently I was talking about that, you know, and I think that, and I said last night, I felt like, people tend to rebrand themselves, and because King Roman knew she's supposed to be a part of the crew, because some people they feel like they have to be a part of something, I guess, even if it's online, you know, and so they kind of acquiesce to the situation so they can they can kiss butt and remain in the crew or whatever, right? And so that's all I see that's going on right now. But pretty much Nika and Yaya are pretty much the same, right? And so that they, older women, it amazes me that how older women, and Yaya is older than me and Nika. But you see a lot of followers going on around here, right? At any age, right? And it's very interesting, right? What people will do. But honey, this is an online apparatus. It ain't got to be that deep. But people show you really who they are. So anyway, I was, just giving my commentary as to some of the things that she was saying about Bradley. I mean, she went deep. I mean, this lady, for her to be so old and so sick, her mouth is just absolutely disgusting. Now I would cuss a person out, but some of the things that she say, honey, are just, absolutely just like unnecessary. I'm like, girl, are you okay? But what can you expect from a dope thing? Oh yeah. By the way, that's why she got mad because she said, she wanted to know if Sean Bradley called her a dope fiend or not. So she the one came out here and said she did drugs and sold drugs, but then you get mad because this man is only saying what you said, right? So, but you get mad at the terminology. You didn't like the term that he used. So I'm assuming that was supposed to be what spawned that video response that you gave to him. You threatened him, and you talked about his childhood, all of that because of something that she said herself. So anyway, I was talking about that last night. And I'm like, wow, okay. Because both of them had said that they had tried drugs before, did drugs before, right? And so, anyway, evidently, I don't know if she went back and heard the video for herself, or somebody told her that me and Krista was over here, speaking about the conversation, right? So she put something on her community wall, concerning, the situation, right? And I'm thinking, she okay, girl. But anyway, let me read to y'all what she said, because this is my response to the community wall post, okay? So hold on, let me pull it up. Give me a second here. Child, people really be in their feelings around here, don't they? It's unfortunate. Anyway, this is what she said, y'all, right? So she said, at Olivia the Oracle and at Just Krista, right? She says, two broads with a dead wombs and dry cats to never talk about anyone. And I'm thinking, well, what does she mean by that? And I was thinking, oh, now, I don't know if Krista can't have kids or she just chose not to have kids, but I could get pregnant, but I couldn't stay pregnant. So, no, I don't have any children, right? And so I guess it was supposed to be a dig. But, honey, that dig is like 30 years too late. What is you talking about? A dead womb, child? I did not have to have any children out of my womb, okay, in order for me to have children because I have two sisters, okay? So, yeah, I got a lot of nieces and a lot of nephews, and then those nieces had kids, and so there's some more around here, right? So, anyway, that's what she said, right? So I'm like, girl, are you okay? Was that supposed to bother me? Like, I mean, she just really is trash. You could tell she trash. They said that her son had to come and get her out of her, dilapidated housing. They showed some kind of screenshot where she had like all of this just I guess dirty trash in her home or whatever, like a hoarder type situation. I don't know. I don't know if she had rats and cats and dogs and everything living up in her, but I understand that she lives in Washington and in the ghetto, and I've heard, I don't know, but I heard that some of those places, or some of those communities, are pretty bad, right? That's what I've heard. So maybe she was in that kind of situation, child. I don't know. But anyway, she was upset about the commentary, right? So anyway, she said two bras, with the dead wombs and the dry. Now, my thing is, here's the thing I don't get about women on here, right? Because they got it bad. And it's not just her when it comes to this. How do you know if my cat, as you call it, is dry or not? Number one. Number two, why would you even be worried about it? Why would that come up in your mind? Like, of all the things that you could say, why something disgusting like that? I'm like, girl, are you okay? You should, as a woman, you should not be thinking about anybody's vajayjay in the first place. But okay, do you? She says so because we got dry wounds. I'm not gonna put Chris in it because I have a dry womb and a dead womb and a dry cat. I should never talk about anyone. But girl, let me tell you something. I'm talking about you. And as far as womb goes and children, before I forget, so you supposed to have a son that came and rescued you. Now I don't know if you have a child or children, right? Hey Cap, how you doing? Oh Cap, I'm glad you're here. So my question to you is, Yaya, you got a child or children, right? So what I want to know is, did you have this child or children before, during, or after you were, smoking that crack or sniffing that powder up your nose or putting that cocaine in marijuana, however you was doing it, okay? Now last night they said what is it, that lady, that night. The what is her name? I can't. Alfreda Gross. She said they call it freebasing. They called it freebasing back in the day. So while you was around there freebasing, did you have those children before, during, or after? You was doing the freebasing. Because baby, I'm hoping that you wasn't freebasing while you was pregnant. Okay, that's what I'm hoping. All right. Seeing as how your womb ain't dead and you did have a child or children, right? Were they born drug addicted? I'm just asking for a friend, because from a person that has a dead wound, I would really like to. That's very interesting to me. But anyway, moving right on. It's just one of the questions that I had because you brought up wombs, not me. Just wanted to know, right? And so, anyway, she said one of you hasn't produced anything but nasally bull crap, right? Once again, so she's worried about my dead womb and dry cat, and I haven't produced anything but nasally bull crap. In the first place, girl, you are a follower. You wouldn't even have a channel if they hadn't if I guess Nika hadn't kept on you about getting the channel, because you would rather, from what I can remember, you would rather sit on a link and talk your ish up under somebody else. Now at one point in time, you, like I said, you was running up under a very young, probably somebody younger than your children, right? Kissing butt, taking names and trying to swing for them. You want to make them seem like these bad persons, these bad, like Nika, Brianna, and Priscilla. They so bad now. Ooh, they bad, right? But you was right over there with them in the bull crap, going right along with it, praising and worshiping the bull crap, right? Even over there talking about that Anglo chick that used to talk about black people on the plantation. You was even saying she wasn't Anglo when everybody know that she is. So you was fully involved with the bullcrap, the lies, the scheming, the scams, and everything else. You was fully involved. And the only reason why you left in the first place is because you got kicked out, because you got caught over there, in the, what was it, the secret back chat or whatever the word they was calling it back then, right? So then, since you're no longer see, this is what I mean about people being a follower, right? Yeah, yeah. So since you were no longer wanted over there, you had to submit your spot over there around there to the crew with King Roman them, right? And I also had heard in the process of, when I'm trying to catch up, people were upset. Some people were upset with King Roman because he wouldn't defend her or fight for her. I guess, with Sean Bradley for her, right? Like he did, like he fought for K Fit, right? Number one, honey, you too old to be falling behind somebody like a K Fit and a King Roman, because they don't see you. I mean, like, they don't. I mean, you old to them, right? You see how they talk about Nika, how he talks about Nika, baby. He feel it about you too. Not only you, but me too. But I'm just saying older people in general, because that's how some younger people think. So while you think you got some kind of cemented position over there, honey, they just tolerate you. Okay. Now I don't know if that's why you got upset. I don't know why you feel like you got to follow behind anyway, because you do have a channel and you have, rebranded yourself like Nika branded herself. But after Roman took her down, so you are now the mother, the old mother hen or Mother Teresa of the beef sector, right? Everybody loved them some Yaya, right? See, people got selective memories around here in this beef sector, but I don't. Okay, it is what it is, right? And hey, Dr. Sophie, how you doing? Y'all, please hit the like button. Please share the video if you don't mind, right? So anyway, so yeah, they just tolerate you. In my opinion, they tolerate you. But my thing is, what people upset, some people was upset because King Roma didn't fight for you. Number one, why would he fight for you in the first place when you was over there spitting all those homophobic slurs? Huh? They call me homophobic around here, right? So I guess when you was calling him all those, yeah, when you was calling Sean Bradley, and him and Sean Bradley actually went on a trip together. Have you and King Roman ever been on a trip together? Because I know him and Sean Bradley went to Vegas together, right? And so anyway, you over there, you making all those derogatory comments about Sean Bradley's sexuality and all of this and all of that. And I'm thinking, but ain't your boy gay too? Ain't the one you sit up under gay as well, right? You even said club told Club Check that Sean ain't never gonna, have an intimate relationship with them, which is true. And I don't know why y'all over there lusting after that gay man. Well, are you lusting after gay people as well? Cause you sitting up under one too, girl. I'm just wanting to know. Oh no, but I don't think. I think you just want to be the mother hen. You want to be the Mother Teresa. You want to be. Everybody loves Yaya with her weird self, with her drugs. See, this what happen when you do drugs. It kills your brain. Did y'all see my thumbnail? See, back in the day, there used to be a campaign about they used to crack an egg on the sidewalk, and the egg used to be your brain, and the sidewalk was so hot it used to fry the egg, right there on the sidewalk, and it used to say, this is your brain on drugs, right? So hence the thumbnail, right? So maybe you lost a whole lot of brain cells or something due to your drug use. I don't know what made you uh uh do what write this post about me. Girl, why you mad about your own truth? Okay, you the one said it, and like I said last night, y'all talk too much on YouTube. If you don't want nobody to know your business, honey, then don't tell nobody your business. Okay. But anyway, she goes on to say, my nasally bullcrap. She say a oracle that can't see she's irrelevant. Okay, now number one. Thank you, Dr. Sophie. Thank you. Number one is I'm assuming when you say an oracle that can't see she's irrelevant. Now, I done said many times why I call myself the Oracle, honey. I do not have a crystal ball. I do not read tarot cards. It is really not even the reason why I call myself the Oracle, honey. Now, I have a wonderful, the Lord has gifted me with a strong sense of discernment, right? But that ain't why I call myself the Oracle, okay? I call myself the Oracle. I'm saying this once again for the 100th times, simply because I like that black lady that played the Oracle on the Matrix movies. Though that first, I think the first and second Matrix movie, and she used to smoke. She was the Oracle. She called herself the Oracle, and he had to go in there and talk to her, and she was drinking her little coffee, honey, and smoking her little cigarette. Do any of y'all remember that? I don't know if y'all into the Matrix movies, but anyway, I really like that character. That's why I call myself the Oracle, right? And said, "You remember Dr. Sober?" Yeah, that's why I call myself the Oracle. I don't read tarot cards, honey. I don't have a crystal ball. All right, and girl, but anyway, it's so lame. But it'll be out in the kitchen. Thank you, Dr. Sober, with that green dress on. You remember that, Dr. Sober? Child, and then she, it was a couple. It was, once she in two of the movies, because it's one part where she's also outside with him sitting on the beach. Anyway, I love the Oracle on the Matrix movies, right? And I was like, "Ooh, that's my girl," right? I wish they still had brought the Oracle back for this definitely for this last Matrix movie, which was kind of lame in my opinion. But anyway, that's why I call myself the Oracle, y'all. Now it ain't nothing deep. I don't read tarot cards. I ain't got no crystal ball. I'll call myself the Oracle because I like the lady that played. I like how she played the Oracle in the Matrix movie. It really ain't that deep, like for real. But anyway, be that as it may. So she said, an oracle that can't see, she's irrelevant. Now, this is the thing that got me right here. I'm thinking, oh, she must really be sad in her life. So here's the thing. You are older than all of us, right? So do you gauge your relevance based on a social media app, being in social media circles with people that you don't really know? Is that how you define your relevance? I'm just trying to make it make sense. Or are you simply saying I'm irrelevant on YouTube? And I would even have to disagree with that. 'Cause see, here's the thing about YouTube, right? Anybody that has a YouTube channel can hit their live button or their StreamYard button and put a video out. Okay. Now, whether you have 1 or 1,000 people watching that video, somebody's still going to watch eventually. So nobody really is irrelevant on YouTube. Now, if you're talking about popularity, so clearly you want to be with the cool kids, so that makes you relevant. Well, honey, I'm not a follower, so I don't have to set up under a crew, a trifecta, or be in a back chat, or your whatever they call it, back chat gate or whatever they was calling it back in the day. Be on the phone with people telling my business. I don't need to do any of that, honey. I just have to come on here and click my live button on my video, or put out a video and say what I gotta say. And like I said, whether one person views it or 1,000 people view it, uh, that's where I stand. So that doesn't make me irrelevant. And like I said, I'm not. If you're gauging your relevance on YouTube, what you must really be irrelevant in real life. If you're gauging your relevance on here, see, I'm relevant in life. Okay, I'm like, girl, are you okay? Once again, you too old for this, y'all. You too old for this, girl. You should not be acting like this, right? She said, see that can't see. I absolutely can't see that. That I'm irrelevant because I'm not. Like, why would I ever? Like, are you okay? So anyway, Strong one said, but Olivia, you said that you were a hoodoo practitioner. I never ever said that I was a hoodoo practitioner. Okay, remember that you have put roots on people before, and that your granny taught you. No, my granny taught me something about root work. Root work is a practice. Hoodoo is a practice as well, but I am not a practitioner in either one of them. Okay. Now I don't know where you're getting this from or what kind. See, this how you know people be confused, right? I have never said that I was a hoodoo practitioner. Okay. Now my grandmama, she did do roots. Okay, she was strong in them roots, and she showed me how to do a couple of things. Well, I was watching her and learning when she was doing a couple of things, but I have never practiced that or tried to do anything like that my own self, because what my grandmama taught me was you have to be careful with those types of practices, be it root work or hoodoo or anything else, right? Any type of magic, any type of magic, right? Because what you put out, you get back. And if you don't start nothing, it won't be nothing. So I opted not to start nothing. Okay. All right. New product select. Yeah, y'all check out my product tag bag if you don't mind. Thank you, Dr. Soapy. Those products in my product tag bag. Those are butter products. Those products are for melanated skincare. You know what I mean? Any skincare, but it's specifically for melanated skincare. So I figured I put them up there on the product tag bag. Thank you, Dr. Soapy. Hey, Mike Lewis, how you doing? So anyway, I don't know who this strong one is or why they would say something like that. But honey, I am not a hoodoo practitioner. Are you okay? Child, please, I am a Christ follower. Okay, child. And like I said, my grandmama told me what you put out is what you get back. So no, 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 no. But anyway, she goes on to say, uh can't see she's real. Oh, and the other sits around. Oh, this is the Krista. And the other sits around sucking on inanimate objects and passing her tit pics around. Move around, I'll be back soon. Now Krista is going to have to address that for herself when it comes to this thing that Yaya put on her wall, because this between her and Yaya, you know what I mean? But I was just simply addressing, what she had wrote to me. And I mean it was very eloquent, and it's in all caps, which means she was upset. I'm like, girl, you should not upset yourself when you got an autoimmune disease, because I am quite sure that when you get upset, be it your age, and why are you so evil at your age, girl? You need to be finding Christ, okay? You got ain't no telling what you got going on. You got more years behind you do you do in front of you. You know what I mean? Just like me. So why oh I only got 26 likes. Would y'all mind please hitting the like button for me and sharing the video? I appreciate it, y'all. Thank you, Dr. Sobe. 26 likes. Wow, that's okay. But so why you always got something derogatory to say about somebody, girl? Are you okay? And then you gonna get mad because you rebranded yourself as Mother Teresa. Miss All Knowing and All Seeing. Okay, when you really is just an ex junkie. Okay, see, that's why you don't like me. See, some older women, they simply grow older. They don't go older and wiser. They grow older. Okay, and you are the ones that go. You just one of the ones that grow older. You grew older. You didn't grow wiser. Okay, you and your ex sidekick. That's why y'all don't like me. I understand. I get it. I get it. I probably wouldn't like me either if I were you. Okay, but anyway. Mike said, my great grandmother was a devout hoodoo practitioner. Wow. But you don't hear too many people talking about those things anymore, even hearing it. That's true, Mike. That's true. That's true. You know, a lot of the old things, that the elders used to do, pretty much honestly have gone by the wayside. But hoodoo still is alive and where the practice is and root work and all the religions and practices are still alive and well. You know. And so yeah, but you don't hear as many people talking about it anymore. I do agree with that. Absolutely. Hmm. Yeah. But anyway, I just found that very interesting. I really wanted to come and ask Yaya why is she still mad at herself? And like I said, Yaya, you shouldn't have said it, girl, because you the one put that out there. And then you sounded really ignorant when it came to me because you clearly didn't know what you was talking about. See, you ain't nothing but an old scutterbucket, old rusty, gray-haired gutter rat. See, that's what you are, and you really ought to stay in your lane. That's what you really ought to do. Now you continue on around there, acting, being as relevant as you want to be with the crew. Okay, and I don't care how much they placate you. You know what I mean? They don't want to be bothered with you just like nobody else. Okay? Cause see, for me, I am my own relevance, honey. I am my own crew. Okay, I am the only one. What did Treasure Lane used to see? I'm one of one. Okay, I don't need a crew. And I especially wouldn't ever follow behind some young people. Okay, girl, are you okay? Ain't you somebody's grandmama or great grandmama? I got 30 likes, y'all. We getting there. Can y'all get me to 100 likes? Even though there's 88 people in here. Okay. Dr. Soapy said, my granny said, you best know what you're doing. That's right. Fool around and open a portal, right? Fool around. Exactly, Dr. Soapy. If you don't start nothing, it won't be nothing. And I'll talk about it, Dr. Soapy, but I don't fool around. Okay? You got a whole lot of people in this world that fool around with stuff just because they see it. A lot of people have gotten in trouble. You can lose your mind fooling with stuff like root work and hoodoo and voodoo. Trying to practice and those types of things, and you really don't know what you're doing at all. That's how you get caught up. That's how you get a demon or some kind of hank on your tail, and it'll drive you crazy and drive you insane. And that ain't nothing to play with. Okay. People say y'all be doing too much with this crew stuff, but I know it's just snapback and commentary. Well, the reason why I hate crews, the reason why I'm saying it is because I did the video. It's really not even about the crew. It's about Yaya, and she didn't like what I said. Like, I don't care nothing about the crew because I don't know. No, I don't care. Like I said, I'm one of one, but it's commentary. And since she had so much to say about me and my womb and my nasally irrelevance, I figured I'd just, share a little bit. And so, I'm not B Sector 2.0. And so I don't feel like I have to bite my tongue when it comes to anything or anybody or any crew or trifecta or anything else online. Because if a crew member is going to come for me unprovoked, I'm going to come for them. Now, I don't know why she in her feelings about me. Just because I did commentary on something that had already happened and I had knowledge of it. So why would you come on here and sling these kind of words at me, of all people, and think that I'm not going to respond? Okay. I'm going to respond. I'm going to drag your ass. I ain't Sean Bradley. You threatening Sean Bradley with Ray Allen. You saying he a punk and all of this and all that. Girl, I ain't none of that. Okay? So you do your community wall post. You can get whoever you want in your crew or whoever else to try to come for me. I'll fight you out. I don't care. Okay? Do not do that with me. I am not Sean Bradley. I am not the one. Okay. But anyway, Mother Teresa, moving right along. But I'm but I don't mind being messy with you because I think it's funny. She said, oh, Mike said, I often believe that people who are successful practitioners, they were destined to be that. Whereas people who are just delving into stuff can cause a world of trouble. Absolutely, you just can't wake up one day and say I want to practice voodoo, or I wanna do root work. You know, you can't just wake up one day and decide that you want to do that. It don't work that way. You know, you can get something on you that you can't get out. Even when it comes to like people reading tarot cards, right? You have to know what you're doing even when you're reading even when you know how when you was a kid, some of those kids used to play with those Ouija boards and things like that. You are summoning demons and you have to be careful, and they made that thing like it was a game, honey. I never did that. I never played that game. We never had that in our house. I never played with any. So a couple of my friends had those Ouija boards and all this and all that. I never participated in any type of activity concerning the Ouija board or anything, simply because my grandmama told me that you was summoning demons when you was playing with them Ouija boards. Even though, do y'all remember back in the day when they had those little? It was like a giant 8 ball, and with a and it had you shake it up, and it'll to give you your fortune to tell you something about yourself. In that little white area of the 8 ball, I never did that either. You see what I'm saying? And so she said, I'm not referring to the beef with you and Yaya. And your response my to me is I don't understand what you mean by that, Cruiser. Your beef is with Yaya. Why say I'll fight anyone over there? Oh, really I was just being flipped because she's the one that she's not one of one and I am one of one. And so that's what I meant by that. That's the only thing. You know just in case. That's all. But it's the truth. But that was just a little side statement. Everybody know it. It ain't no secret. I mean, I'm not saying nothing that nobody don't know. So yeah. But yeah, I don't give a damn about the crew or Yaya or you or nobody else. Respectfully, you know. Did someone did the one GM? Did someone? Well, hey, how you doing? I didn't call you, but welcome. Mike Lewis says, oh, it's like a cardiologist being a cardiologist or a neurosurgeon being a neurosurgeon. Everybody can't be one because it's not in the cards for everybody. I'm gonna say, yeah, you're right about that, Mike. You ain't rambling. I get what you're saying. Hey, Deanna, how you doing, girl? How you doing? How you doing? Deanna, I done made somebody upset. I've been gone so long and I'm so irrelevant. Deanna, why would this woman get upset with me about my commentary? I'm just simply trying to figure out why. And why they so touchy when you say something like the crew or whatever. Ain't that what their name is, the crew? Why they upset about me saying something like that? I'm confused. Child, I'm busy watching. Hey, everybody. I know that's right, girl. I wonder why Cruiser got upset about that. Like, I mean, like some of y'all is too invested. Like, it ain't that deep for me. I'm a whole grown woman. And say what the hell I want to say about who the fuck I want to say it about, okay? And ain't nothing nobody can do about it. See, that's what's wrong with this 2.0 or people worrying about what people saying behind people back on Patreons and it's entertainment apparatus. When I click off this live button, I'm gonna be like Deanna. I'm gonna be going about my business. Okay, that's why I'm doing it early because I had to come on last night on purpose in the evening, and because I was busy all day. But I said, you know what, today is the day I'm gonna get this video out regardless, because I want to be messy, right? And so I'm like, and y'all go back and look at that video from last night. It's really funny because she is truly touched in her spirit. Okay, I'm like, girl, are you okay? Child, she said, oh, my bad. I thought you said that you are not the one. I am. Okay, I don't get that. I guess you're a troll, but okay. Anyway, don't make me laugh, child, Deanna. I don't even understand what all the extra is for. They be too invested. Like, okay, you a part of the crew. Okay, why you gotta say the crew? Cause I can. Cause I'm grown. Like Why you gotta question me about something that came out of my mouth? I don't understand. I don't get that. What is the big deal? My God, people like that don't forgot how to beef and be petty and stuff. I'm like, sure, moving right along. Anyway, so yeah, I really just wanted to respond. The chat. I'm like, oh my God, really? Girl, they don't like when you talk about that crew, I guess. But this ain't nothing new. We done heard it all before. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm like, oh, girl. These people are too grown for all this mess. And as far as you, Yaya, responding to me on your community wall, girl, it's really silly. I feel like it wasn't called for. But then maybe it was because we were being kind of messy. But hey, I thank you for responding so that I can do another video. Shit, it's commentary. Thank you, girl. Y'all please hit the like button. Y'all please get me to 100 points, because to 100 likes, because I know y'all are just as entertained as I am. Okay. See, here's the thing about, and then this was my thing last night as well when I was speaking about with Sean Bradley. You know how she came as, she was really, I didn't understand why she was so upset with Sean Bradley. I didn't get it, because he really wasn't even talking about, trying to drag her, at first, or anything. You know what I mean? Because she did say that she used to, take drugs and use drugs. She did say that. So what is you mad about? In a first, you mad about, then you said, did you call me a dope fiend? Honey, if you do drugs, you a dope fiend. So you mad about semantics? I'm confused. Like, it don't make no sense to me, right? Diamond B said, good morning, everyone. Oh, driving to go pick up your mango tree. Wow, cool. An actual mango tree? How cool is that? And so anyway, yeah, so I just was trying to make sense out of something that didn't make sense to me last night. And as far as crews are getting upset with me because I said I'll fight anybody in the crew, girl, it ain't. We are all adults. It is not that deep, okay? Your beef is with Yaya. Why say I'll fight anyone over there? I mean, number one, cause I will. Number two, cause I was being messy. Why would you ask me that question? It don't make no sense for you to ask me something stupid like that. That don't make no sense to me. It might make sense to you. Don't make sense to me. Okay. Oh my God. Try to act like they are on a actual football team or a baseball team or a basketball team, something. How dare you say you'll fight anybody in the crew? I'm like, ugh, that is so déclassé. All right. Yeah. I think sometimes people just be itching for a scrap. Oh, maybe she came over here to slip defend Yaya. Cause ain't Yaya part of the crew? Is she the granny of the crew? Is she the matriarch of the crew? Yaya, are you the crew's matriarch? Now please hit that like button. Please share the video. I'm just asking for a friend. Good. Yes, ma'am. Child, a whole mango tree. That is awesome. Okay, I can see you plant any type of tree, but how do you keep the tree alive, a mango tree? How does it work? That's the point I am making. We are not. If you if you hear why you say everyone, but that's just me. I mean, like, why does it matter? I was just being messy. Like, I mean, why would you get touched in your spirit because I said everyone? Like, I mean, you clearly know I'm talking about Yaya and being messy when it comes to Yaya. So why would anybody be so sensitive, Cruiser, as to take it personally because I said I'll fight anybody in the crew? Like, everybody know I'm not invested like this. So yeah. I am honestly not interested in an online verbal. Me either. And we ain't fight. No, we're not fighting. I'm just having the conversation. I am not fighting with anybody. I just didn't understand. You seem to be upset or taken aback, should I say, but simply by the words that came out of my mouth as it pertained to the crew in its totality. Meaning when I said I will fight anybody over there. Okay, so what? I'm clearly talking about Yaya. I'm not even fighting Yaya. And I'm not fighting you. We don't have no problem. At least I don't have no problem with you. You can agree to disagree respectfully like you have been doing, and that's fine. Okay. But I don't understand the question because I'm clearly talking about Yaya, and just because I said I'll fight anybody in the crew, okay, that's being messy. So what's the big deal? People do that all the time, you know. I, maybe that's a 2.0 way. I don't know, but people are very protective about their crews, evidently, So I'm just not in a. I'm not a follower. I'm a leader, and I don't understand that mindset because I just don't understand that mindset. But anyway, moving right along, moving right along. I'm more interested in the mango tree now. I would just like for you to tell me why you felt the need to put that in the chat. Your beef is with Yaya. Why say I'll fight anyone over there? Like, did that make you feel some kind of way? Cruiser, I'm honestly asking, did that make you feel some kind of way? You know, and I would really like to know if that made you feel some kind of way. Like seriously, because I don't understand why. And if it did make you feel some what kind of way, which it clearly did, why? I ain't even being smart. I just would really like to know. I don't understand that type of mentality, you know. And so yeah, but as far as a verbal fight, we ain't got no beef. No, I don't have beef with anybody. Everybody know I don't beef no more. I just do commentary. Okay, how many likes do I have, y'all? Please share the video. But it's very. You see how people act. See, this is the reason why you will never, ever, ever catch me falling behind somebody else or a crew or a trifecta or talking to people on the phone that I really don't know. I don't want to meet you nowhere. I don't want to meet and greet with you. I don't want to have a trip with you. I don't know you for real. Okay? I don't want to have no back chat with you, no group chat with you, no none of that with you because I don't know you. Okay? And everybody know this. How I mean, I've been on here for years, just like Cruz has been on here before me. Everybody know how I am by now. I'm really shady because I can be because it ain't nothing nobody can do about it. So I don't understand that line of questioning. But hey, you gotta do what you feel you must. To each his own, right? Do what you gotta do. But hey, to each his own. But anyway, y'all, I really just wanted to respond to this comment that Yaya said maybe she'll come back and do a video and it will be just vile and vulgar like the one she did concerning Sean Bradley and maybe she I don't know maybe she'll give me some kind of nasally dead womb rant like she did that homophobic rant and how does I'm sure he don't care, but since y'all are part of the crew and y'all feel so touchy about it, King Roman News, how do you feel about the words that came out of Yaya's mouth concerning Sean Bradley and his sexuality? Since a whole lot of the gay men over here, they have so much to say. They call me homophobic all the time, right? Simply because of the things that come out of my mouth. I would really like to know, has anybody addressed that? Have any of you guys in the crew addressed the fact that she said very derogatory slurs about the community? I'm just wondering. Would y'all mind hitting the like button, please? We almost to 50. Can I get 50? Can I get 50 likes? 100 will be good. I'm on here early in the morning. I'm giving you great commentary. I'm I'm being funny. I'm being messy. I'm really engaged right now. Can I get 100 likes for being engaged? I haven't been interested or engaged over here in the beef sector in weeks. Okay. Have not been engaged in weeks. And thanks to Rick Reed, from what I understand, bringing up the whole subject in the first place, it's actually some beef sector content to talk about. Okay, we ain't talking about a challenge or a drunk or a prostitute or a bunch of scammers begging for coins. We ain't talking about no. Oh, even though Sean Bradley did say she was over there begging the other gay guy, what's his name, Lemon, for $20 or $20. Sean Bradley said his mama ain't got to come online and beg for $20. She could just ask him for money and he'll give it to her. I was like, ooh, child. And then you know what? Yeah, yeah. This is what I think too, girl. I think that maybe your way of thinking is screwed up, not only because you are on drugs, hence the thumbnail, but also because did you really say that you was raised in a Catholic home or went to Catholic school or something like that? Let me tell y'all something. When Mike Lewis was talking about hoodoo down here, hoodoo and root work and all of this stuff, and not anybody can practice it, and you can get yourself in a world of trouble. Why would any melanated person on the planet? This is just a general question, but why would any melanated person on the planet engaged in that beast demonic religion called Catholicism? I don't understand that. Don't you know they take your melanin and your blood and they practice your ancestral magic to benefit themselves? So why would anybody do that? Why would you allow them to harness that type of energy? See, that's what's wrong with Diddy right now because he went to a Catholic school, and I'm assuming he's Catholic, or he was at the time, and went to an all boys school, and there was a scandal in the school about the little boys being messed with, and a child, them Catholics, the child. I side out anybody that said they are Catholic. That is a beast religion. That is the devil. Okay, so maybe that's why her mouth is always concerned about somebody's wound or somebody's cat. Okay, it's disgusting. It is trash, honey. And you are too old to sound like trash. Okay, but I guess if that's all you ever were, then what else can we expect? But don't come on here now. When it come to me, I don't think you know Mother Teresa. Okay, I don't think you know better than Nika. I don't care how many of y'all drag Nika and Pizarro and Brianna and whoever else, you was right over there with them. So you was liking it at the time. You done lied with them. You done schemed with them. You done plotted with them. You just like them. You just switched teams because you got caught over there on the other side, and you had to switch up. So now you got to go against them so hard, which really says a lot about you. Because what you and Nika supposed to be besties? That went south real quick, didn't it? See, you and Nika are just alike. That's what I mean by older women getting old and not getting wiser. You just simply got old, okay, girl? And I had to reiterate that. I had to work this thing back around to what I was talking about in the first place. But this bag of dope over here got the nerve to say something about your girl. See, my womb wasn't dead because I was on drugs. Okay. Now, what's wrong with your kids? I hope you wasn't doing drugs while you was pregnant because your womb is so fertile. Okay. Now, let's hope for that since we want to talk about wounds. And as far as your vajayjay, girl, I don't care what situation it's in. I look, girl. I'm not a part of the rainbow community. I don't care nothing about your girl. What's going on with you down there? Hold up now, not too much on Catholic school. You went to Catholic school, Deanna, too? Oh Lord, God bless you. No, ma'am. That's a beast religion. Mike Lewis said, honestly, Olivia, when it comes to them folk, they already think they are God. Look at the color of their look at look at the color they portray. Jesus is knowing good, well, that yeah, scorching Egyptian heat would render them like child. You're right about that. And the whole thing, the whole symbology, they worship idols, which is idolatry, and a whole lot of stuff that they be going on. Right. They be doing it right in front of people's faces, and oh Lord. She said I went to Catholic school until I moved to Michigan. Did you really, Deanna? Oh wow. I'm glad you got out of there, child. Mm-mm-mm. Now please hit the like button. Please share the video if you don't mind. How many likes do I have, Dr. Sub? Dr. Sub, do I have 100 likes yet? But yeah, that's a whole video for another day, okay? And then make it so bad they don't even try to hide the nonsense no more when it comes to them Catholics. They done elected an American Pope, right? What's his name? Pope Leo. So you done elected a Pope not only from a superpower, You elected a pope that was born in Babylon. Okay, you elected a pope that was born in the whore of Babylon's land. I'm like, well, dang, if that ain't a sign of the end coming, you got all of these false prophet spirits running around here. Child, the country going to hell in a handbasket, and then the icing on the cake. Child, okay, y'all better watch. There's too much real stuff going on in this world. Okay, to be worried about somebody's womb or somebody's nasals or somebody's innards. Okay, you know, it's just weird to me. It's weird. Okay, and then you're supposed to have an autoimmune disease like lupus or something like that that make you sick all the time. Yet you still over here, still on here. You're not gonna switch this up. I'm not trying to switch it on you, Deanna. Child, I'm not, child. You got lupus and all of this and all that. Around the question if then maybe you got mad at Krista because Krista said that she know for a fact that Nika got lupus because Nika used to take folks to her appointments and stuff. Hey, TT Speaks, how you doing? So maybe that's why you got upset. I don't even know, but like I said, it's between you and Krista, right? I didn't even know that Nika used to do that. I wasn't around then. You know what I mean? I don't even know if you knew it. Okay, because the first time I heard of a Yaya was on Pizarro's channel, but evidently she's been around for a while, but I had never, seen or even paid attention to the avatar or whatever until she was around there to Pizarro's, right? And so I don't know how long she been over here, and so yeah. But I don't know why she feel like she want to come for me, honey. I don't mind being messy. I always got time, Shay. I always got time. Okay. With your disgusting self. Sure. And to put a cherry on top, hell, that's why so many black people look at YT folks like they gods. I know, right? It's crazy, right? It's idol worship. It's familiar spirits, is what it is. It's sickening, no forgiveness for your own, but quick to forget. Child, what you said, Mike? uh uh Deanna said the father of our church wrote me a letter when I was in 11th grade. To keep you out of jail? Oh wow, I'm not mad. I wouldn't be mad at him either, Deanna. Absolutely not. Hey, kind to me, how you doing? Yeah, yeah. But don't, I mean, I mean, it's cool. That's just my opinion of the Catholic Church. You know what I mean? It's my opinion of a child. That's all. I'm just 101 when it comes to that opinion, probably, But I just I read a little bit too much about certain things, and yeah. But I'm glad he did that for you. That's awesome, and I'm glad you didn't have a bad experience there, because so many people we know now did have a bad experience in Catholic school, you know. And so yeah, but I'm glad that clearly didn't happen to you, and that's a wonderful thing. But I agree with you, Mike. I sure do. Mm-mm. But anyway, y'all, I just had to come on here, like I said, and be messy this morning. If you came in late, please be part of the replay game. I was on here responding. Oh, well, I got 50 likes. Hey, thank you. Alpha Thug says, what a name. I'm trying to figure out why these new B Sector 2.0 content creators think it's cool to call themselves oh, they be calling themselves demons? Really? Oh wow. Well, everything that's right in this world is now wrong, and everything that's wrong is right. And a lot of people like when they be saying they on demon time, and that you speaking stuff over yourself, and you really don't want to be a demon. Okay, you really don't want to invite that hank. You don't want that on your back. You don't want that riding you. Okay, I guess they think it sounds cool or something. I don't know. It's weird to me too. Yeah, absolutely. It's very weird. Shaka Khan grew up Catholic too. I don't know many black Catholics. I don't either, but I respect everyone denomination. Absolutely, yeah. Hey, I ain't got nothing against your denomination, just like you probably ain't got nothing against mine. When I'm speaking about the Catholic Church, it's like I said, it's because I read a lot. You know what I mean? I read a lot. Okay. Now I can do a video about what I think about the Catholic Church, and I do think it's a beast religion. But as far as the individuals, the parishioners or whatever, no. I mean, no. Hey, you got a right to believe what you want to believe. How would I look trying to share anyway? You worship what you want to worship. Okay. It's all about a relationship. At the end of the day, about relationship to God. Have your own personal relationship. The words are opening up doors and door. Yeah, you know what I mean. The tongue is powerful. That's what I was saying about that. This deplorable Yaya person, girl, you is too old and too sick to be so angry and have all of this stuff coming out your mouth. The tongue is powerful, honey. Very, very, very powerful. Some stuff you should not say, but that's just my opinion. Okay, Don Diva Sunshine say, hey, leaving everybody. It was the gargoyles on the building for me. The gargoyles. Shoot, that should have been a warning sign, right? See, I got them demons, them gargoyles watching over them, child. Ooh wee! I didn't even think about nothing like that, but yeah, that's a good point though. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, honey, you have to be careful. See, here's the thing: people to the, I mean, in my opinion, because I truly believe we are in the end times, and because I think people, they don't, a lot of people don't even believe in God. And even if they say they believe in God, they don't have faith enough to truly believe in Him and in the power of His Word. So that leaves you susceptible to a whole lot of things. And in this age of false prophets and sons and daughters of perdition, if you're not careful, you will let these people trick you out your very soul. Okay, because at the end of the day, everybody has free will, and the devil can't take your soul, honey. You have to give it to him. All right. Hey, Castro, how you doing? Uh, Ever said, Miss Olivia, did you notice all these new people thumbnails with demons and stuff? I mean, if they doing it representing themselves, I don't understand that. But I done had a couple of demons representing other people in the sector. I'll tell you that because that's what they are behind their eyes. Okay. But as far as them representing themselves, I don't know about that now. That's not a good thing. You invite stuff you don't want to invite. You know, my mom tried to enroll me and I refused to go in. Oh, you talk about the Catholic school? Child. Whew, all that idolatry they got going on right in front of the world. Okay, it's amazing. I'm like, oh, okay. But see, if you don't know, you just don't know. And some people just simply do not know. But anyway, let me speak to Castro. I hope all is going well, Castro. Miss Olivia, what do you think about the new young African president Faso? Oh, I love him. He kicked out the US, EU, and Great Britain out of his country and look to control his minerals. Well, see, they gonna end up now. See if he ain't careful, they'll end up, doing him like they did Gaddafi as well as Saddam Hussein. You know how they spent a whole false narrative on them, like they were tyrants, in order to get in, legally go in and execute them. So if he's not, you know, careful, because he's going up against, people that have colonized and recolonized, several countries on the continent of Africa, forever. They'll end up doing him like Saddam, or like I said, or like Gaddafi. They'll murder him in the streets, hunt them down like dogs, and they killed Saddam over oil, you know, and then they killed Gaddafi because he wanted to change, stop trading with the dollar and start trading in gold. So yeah, but if you ain't careful, that's what's gonna happen. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. You got really got. Yeah, we'll see how long it take him to get rid of him. But yeah, hmm and it don't make no sense. But I just hope that, see, and then what? You know what? Let me just say this before I get out of here. Hey, room shaker. Yeah, I changed my name. Let me tell you, I talked about that last night, Room Shaker. I changed my name because I noticed that there are a whole lot of Olivias around here now. And I don't want nobody to mistake one of them Olivias as me because I don't have a troll page. So I just took the Olivia, which is my name, off my off my name and did Orca's Corner or something like that. I call myself because there's too many Olivias going on around here now. Oh, I got 55 likes. Thank y'all. Can I get to 100? That'd be wonderful. Wonderful. So that's why I changed the name because there's so many Olivias running around here now, child. And I don't, like I said, I don't have no troll pages. And if it's me, I want you to know it's me because child, I don't do the scary troll thing. Okay. But that's the only reason why. Shaker. That's why I changed my name. Too many Olivia's around here for me. Mm-hmm. I don't want to get confused with none of the rest of them, okay? Cause child, they gonna be trying to say I all of a sudden after all these years got a troll page for what? I want you to know I'm talking about you if it's me. Okay, and everybody know I very rarely, very, very, very rarely. Not only do I very rarely hit somebody's link, I never hardly ever drop down, in the chat. I be in the clouds a lot, but I don't like to do all that typing. That's the only reason why I don't drop down in drop down, in the chat slot. But yeah, that's the only reason why I'm shaking. So many Olivia's going on around. Like, well, child, let me drop my name for they be thinking I got a troll page, child, cause no, ma'am, I want you to know it's me, child. Nope. Mm-mm. But yeah, child. But anyway, what's I was going to say? Y'all made me forget what I was going to say before I got off. I was going to say something. It wasn't about beef. Um, Shoot, I don't know. But anyway, let me ask y'all this. Maybe somebody can answer me honestly. Why are people so touchy around here these days? Why are they so thin skinned? Okay, we seen a perfect example this morning. I'm being messy with Yaya responding to this effery she got up here on the screen. And Cruiser dropped down and say the fight is between you and Yaya. Why you gotta mention the crew? Why people so sensitive? I don't give a damn one way or the other. It was being messy towards her. Why get so touchy about some nonsense? We are all adults around here. What is wrong with folks' brain? You know, I'm just confused about that. And she never answered my question. I wish she would have though, because I really want to know. I wasn't even being shady. Shall they be loyal to nonsense? Be loyal to your life. Be loyal to your God. Okay. Don't be loyal to these weirdos on YouTube. That don't make no sense. Mm-mm. Not in my opinion, but that's just me. It don't make sense to me. Mm-mm. Child. Overly invested. I'm telling you, to get you every time. They're overly invested. Have you followed some stuff that you really, really didn't even know, that you had an interest in or something like that. I'm gonna put it that way, right? And then you get one of them mad and they tell you what they really think about you. Ain't that right, yeah, yeah? When you were saying all that stuff about Sean Bradley's sexuality, but still you following behind a crew that's headed by a gay man. But you was just, oh, I guess your excuse is, well, I'm just talking about Sean Bradley. Well, when you got mad, it seemed like you spoke the truth. So really, don't you think that about all of them? Now, there ain't nothing wrong if you think that about all of them, but I'm just saying. Is that how you going to spend it? Because you the one said it. And then folks gonna get mad because he wouldn't fight for you. Why would he fight for you? Like he don't like you like that? No way, for real. Like I said, they just tolerate you. And that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. It may or not be true. You know, I'm just saying, Mother Teresa. That's how I feel about it. Child. Mm-mm. But anyway, y'all, let me get my behind off here. Like I said, y'all check out my product tag bag. Thank you, everybody that came in and dropped down. I haven't done this in a minute. Okay, y'all know I'll be in there. Dr. Subby was down there for me today. Hey, Tisa, how you doing, love? Tisa was in that video I did last night. Y'all go listen to that video from last night, and that's why Yaya put this comment right here on her community wall because of the video that I did last night. In case y'all didn't know, that's where it came from. To me, said, "Who child?" But that's where all of this vitriol came from. Because I was being messy once again last night, and she got in her feelings. Okay, I don't know why everybody's so sensitive. Like I said, but be that as it may, child, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I said it, I meant it, and what you gonna do about it? You gotta rewind. Yeah, honey. Be and then y'all please be like kind to me and be part of the replay game. Okay, if y'all came in late, because it was a cute little messy video to me. I'm like, girl, I was motivated. I came on before 11 o'clock. I was like, oh, why she mad? She really mad at herself. Okay. Mm, 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 If you didn't want nobody to throw up that you used to be a drug user, you shouldn't have never said it. You the one told it to the world, girl. I didn't watch it. I just saw you live and drop down. Thank you, Tisa. Thank you for dropping down. I appreciate you. Absolutely. Mm-mm, and I heard it's some more real beef. Uh, uh, as far as manufactured beef, there's a different. I don't like the manufactured beef. Okay, but I heard some. Is there some real beef brewing between Treasure Lane maybe and Five Babe and QB? What's going on with that, honey? I'm gonna have to try to figure out what's going on. I'm like, oh, okay. Every once in a while, the old folks will peek out, and there's something to talk about. When the old folks speak out, and so yeah, not the old folks as far as but not the 2.0s, right? That's what I mean by old folks, right? But as far as Yaya, you is the old folks. Okay, you are the elderly, and you need to be shaming yourself, getting yourself upset, and making yourself sick over this internet nonsense, girl. Calm down. Get your blood pressure high and everything else. But anyway, I gotta go. Y'all check out my product tag bag if you will. Please purchase something, right? Because those products they designed for everybody, but they are they're really good as it pertains to melanated skincare. They're really good. And so anyway, I gotta go. The trial is supposed to start at 11 o'clock today. I had a little extra time. If I started being nosy, listening to the Diddy trial, that trial is better than made for TV. Okay, I can't. I wish it was televised because I'd be having my popcorn and I would be in front of the TV all day, right? So I've been keeping up with that, honey. Keeping up because that is a demon right there. A whole cult leader. I was like, Lord, this Nature Boy in New York or something. Is he a record producer or is he a cult leader? He need to make up his mind. Child, Miss O, did anyone claim the ORN bombing? What ORN bombing, Dr. Soapy? I didn't hear about that. And when did it happen? ORN bombing? I don't know what you're talking about. Type down in the chat what you're talking about so maybe I can look it up. And when did it happen? The last bombing I heard of was the one when they bombed the fertility clinic. Oh, the porn bombing. Oh no, where they do it at? Where that happen at, Dr. Soapy? Cause I don't know. And did it happen recently? I'm behind, y'all. I'm behind. I really am. Oh, it happened on Lemons recently? Oh, last night? Wow, I didn't know. Yeah, no, I knew nothing about that. Mm-mm. I don't watch him. It happened last night. Yeah, no, I don't know. Uh-uh. But I tell you, what's her name was live this morning. She might have talked about it. YouTube cameras. I'm sure she talked about it, so she might have some info, on her channel about it. But no, I knew nothing about it. I didn't listen to her video this morning either. But if something like that happened last night on his channel, I'm sure she talked about it. Well, did they flag his channel or did he take it down? Quick enough for them, for him not to flag him. Oh wow, that's crazy. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah. But anyway, y'all. Oh, I made it to 60 likes. Would y'all mind please hitting the like button on your way out the door? I would really appreciate it. And sharing the video and subscribing to the channel. If you like the content, you know what I mean? And I really appreciate y'all, like I said, joining me this morning. He took it down. Good for him. Yeah, no, Dr. Sophie, I didn't hear anything about it. But that's you really have to be careful, okay? You got to be careful. People done got comfortable with doing, people don't even feel ashamed doing that anymore. And they'll actually they'll claim it. Like you said, they'll let you know that they did it, right? Child, don't feel ashamed about nothing no more. That don't make no sense. But I'm glad he took it down though. Good for him. And then they just that's just blatantly trying to sabotage somebody's channel. That's uncalled for. Mm mm mm. Lord have mercy. But anyway, I gotta go. I love you guys in the way that Christ loves you. Like, share, subscribe. Please be part of the replay gang. Let me know what you think about this video down in the comment section below. When the video, as soon as the video loads, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Stay cool. It's gonna be pretty warm around here today. I love you guys in the way that Christ loves you. I truly do. And I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Bye bye. Peace.